if I'm going to graph these guys, this is what I tell my college algebras in terms of what would be helpful if you had to do a graph. First of all, I know what he looks like. What does he look like? He's opening up, right? I don't know where he is on that stupid piece of graph paper, but I can tell you that's what he's going to look like when I graph him. Now, there are 3 coordinate points that if you could get those 3 coordinate points, you could graph these guys with no problem. What are the 3 coordinate points? Point 1 is the vertex, because he's in the middle of everything. He's in the middle. Then 2 points this is to the right of the vertex, and this is to the left of the vertex. Well, what does it give you? It gives you this bowl. So if you could get the U of the U shape, right, then what do you know? It goes straight like out from there, straight up or straight down. So all you need to do is get the U. That means the vertex, which we now have a formula that we can get, and a point on either side of the vertex, which could be the x-intercepts, by the way, if they existed. Because if you think about it, I have to remember I'm videoing, so I can't really move to the board. If I think about it, and I have this guy who opens up, and I don't know where he is, and say he looks something like this, and I don't know that's the case, but here's the vertex, and here are the x-intercepts. So if I have the vertex and the x-intercepts, do I have the bowl? Yeah. And we spent a lot of time in A1 and A2 finding the x-intercepts. Those are when we took the formula and set it equal to 0. That's where we factored, we did the square root property, we did the quadratic formula. Those were all finding the x-intercepts. So here we go. Well, the first thing we want to find is the vertex. So the x-coordinate of the vertex is minus b over 2a, which is minus b minus 2 over 2 times 1, which is 1. I like that a lot. And then the y-coordinate of the vertex is f of 1, which is 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 15, which is 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 15 is minus 16. So now I know it opens up, it's got the low point, and I know where the low point is. It's at 1 minus 16. What are the x-intercepts? Well, the x-intercepts is where y equals 0, or f of x equals 0, or x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. And this is where I hope that the factoring gods are with us and the stinking thing factors. Because if it doesn't factor, what do I have to use? The quadratic formula. Oh no, we don't want to complete the square to solve. Although you will have to on this next test, but that's the last time you have to do it. And this factors. X and 5, x and 3, because 3 minus 5 is 2. 5 is minus, 3 is plus, so that x is 5, x is 3, negative. Thank you. So it's going to be 5, 0, and negative 3, 0. So I've got a point on either side of the vertex. I've got enough. But it doesn't help to have something else. The y-intercept. The y-intercept is where x is 0. So that's f of 0, which is 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 15. It's minus 15. That's not a heck of a lot of help. Sometimes that's all we get, and we'll take it, but it's not a heck of a lot of help. So now let's use the information we have. Well, what's the domain no matter what? All real numbers. Now, if I think, well, we'll come back to that. So let's put in the vertex. Now notice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not going to be of any help to me, right? Because the low point is 16. So do it by 4. So negative 4, negative 12, negative 8, negative 12, negative 16. You could do it by 5s if you wanted to. This is 4. And I can do the x-axis by 1s. That's good enough. But 1, negative 16. And then I have the x-intercepts, which is negative 3, 0. And 5, 0. And the y-intercept is here somewhere, negative 15. And now connect the dots. And notice, all I'm doing right now is, what am I getting? I'm getting the bowl. But what do I know? He's going to keep going up on either side. Bless you. Now here's the vertex. The vertex is at 1, negative 16. So what do I know about the range? The range is going to start at negative 16 and go up, right? Includes negative 16 to infinity. Now what about the axis of symmetry? It's going to come down through the middle. It's a vertical line. It's x equal what? 1, yeah. It's the x-coordinate of the vertex. Questions?
Does this ever open up?
What?
Does it ever open up vertically, or is it just always horizontally?